Okay, live stream cut off again. But hey, nobody was there, so now we're going to log that serve into Serve Manager. So we go back in, we click the jobs, it'll bring up that job. Which one was that? That was Joshua. So we're gonna go new attempt. We're gonna put in a new address. What is it? 9446. Okay, so we put in a new address. We're gonna service type unsuccessful attempt. No answer at the door. And then we took a photo of the property, so we want to attach a photograph. So we're going to go to our files, attach the photograph that we took. It uploads into the system. And then we click Save Attempt. And show that sends an email to the client letting them know that we came out here to attempt to serve their documents. That sends an email to the client letting them know. Now, there was a question on an earlier live. If you're watching from the one that got cut off, post your comment again. If you're watching from the one that got cut off, post your comment again. It was something about searching court records. It was something about searching court records. So let's see if I can find their comments, if it saves. I don't think it does, because I think it's a comment that's on the live, so I don't think I can look at the comments. Yeah, I can't look at the comments. So if you're watching, you have any comments, just post a comment that you may have. But that's how Process Server that works. Is basically we go to different locations and we try to serve legal papers. This was a small claims paper that we came to somebody's house based on the address that the client provided us. This is the second address that they gave us. It was nobody answered the door. So we just log in the attempt. The client gets notified that the documents were served. That the attempts was made. And so that's what a process server does, is we get paid to deliver legal papers. But here's the key. Process serving is your own business. You are basically starting a business when you become a process server. So to learn the ins and outs of the operation of the business, like the types of documents, what types of serves there are, how to enter the cases into Serve Manager, how to enter the proof, how to prepare proof of service forms, what kind of proof of service forms are for the different types of documents that you serve. The operational part of the business, I can teach you how to do that. I have an online process server training course where I teach you who to serve, and how to fill out the paperwork. If you click into the video description, there's a link to my process server training course. So that's the operation of the business. Now, in order to get clients to hire you, you have to market your business. So that's what I do. That's my specialty, is marketing my business. I always make content online. I build my websites. I make YouTube videos. Okay, so here, Blair said, when searching court records for clients, do they always provide the plaintiff's contact info? It says, I tried doing it online, but they didn't provide contact info. Thanks. It depends on the county that you're in. I know in Sacramento County, when I search court records online, it'll show the page that has the plaintiff's contact information, but a lot of it is redacted. So a lot of it's redacted. So in order to actually view the plaintiff's contact information, I have to go to the courthouse to get their contact information, because a lot of it's redacted. Yes. But what's not redacted is the phone number. Their address is redacted, part of their name is redacted, but it has their phone number. And I've called them on the phone before and, asked them if they needed, this is basically how I handle it. I was like, hey, I'll call somebody, says, hey, this is Lance, I'm a process server, I'm down here at the Sacramento County Small Claims Court, and I see that you've filed a small claims action against ABC Legal Corporation, and I wanted to find out if you had any questions about how to get them served. And I asked that, instead of asking for business, I asked them if they have any questions. And lots of times they'll say, oh, I already gave it to the sheriff, or you know, I sent it in the mail, or my brother-in-law is going to do it, or you know, so you find that information. But you'll be amazed at how many people, especially if you call them like the day that they file it, before they had a chance to get a process server, and they'll be like, well, yeah, I need to get them served. How much do you charge? And you tell them your rate, and then you arrange to have them deliver the documents to you, and then you get paid, and then you go serve the documents. So that's my script when I call small claims filers that have recently filed their case. Does that answer your question, Blair? Does that answer your question? Yeah, and I'm actually going to create a course on, you know, how to research the court records and how to reach out to them, because in addition to the call, I would send a postcard or a letter, you know, and they get a text from me as well. Now you got to be careful with these texts, because you can't send unsolicited text messages anymore. You're not supposed to, per se, but that's, you know, that's how I would do it. So the key is finding those recent filers and then reaching out to them. So you have to figure out how to get that information. So if you have to go to the courthouse, that's marketing. I mean, basically it's part of marketing. You have to go to the courthouse to pull those files. So you, from home, you get the case numbers, and then you go to the court, and then you know, usually you got to give them your license, and they'll give you those files, and then you can, then with those files, then you can get the actual person's phone number and their address, and then you can reach out to them. So there's a, you know, there's a series of follow-up letters that you send them. You know, you could try to find them on social media and reach out to them on social media if you wanted to as well. But my thing is, I would call them on the phone, send them a letter with my card in it. That was one of the ways that I would find clients manually. I call it stirring the pot. Now here's a little tidbit that can help you out as well. And let's say that I filed a small claims action against someone, and I couldn't get them served, and I had court today. What happens? The judge cancels the case because they weren't served. Okay, they were not served. So what I would do is I would, while I was calling once I got the information for the new filers, I would then go search the courts, the ones that went to court that day or the day before, to find out the ones that were, the cases was dropped due to non-service, because it's all public information. It tells you what happened. So I would then I would do the same exact thing, is I would call the plaintiff and says, hey, I saw that your case went to court yesterday and the judge dropped it for non-service. What happened? You know, and they say, oh, well, you know, I didn't have the right address, or the sheriff didn't go, you know, or you'd find out the information, you know, what happened, because the people will share it with you all the time. And then what I would do is like, well, you know, I'm a private investigator, and, you know, I have access to databases that most people don't have, or, you know, I go, you know, if you need to get somebody to go out there in the evening because the person has a job, or on the weekends, you know, I can do that. So, you know, if you refile the case or continue the case and get another court date, all you need to do is get another court date and give me the documents, and I'll be able to go out and serve them. So that was another way that I generated money while at the courthouse researching records. So new filers and the filers that were, the cases were dropped due to non-service. Those were the cases that I got from small claims. So I hope that helps you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload additional videos. And then also make sure you join my Facebook group. There's links in the video description, so you can join my Facebook group where we talk about process server marketing ideas, because, you know, that's the hardest part, is getting the clients. That's the hardest part, and that's what I teach you how to do. And I'm actually creating a masterclass for process server niche marketing. And what niche marketing is a specific location that gets served multiple times a day. So one location that gets served multiple times a day. An example is a registered agent. They represent thousands of corporations and LLCs, so they get served a lot of times every day. So marketing, so you can attract clients to hire you to serve those documents. That's what my course is. It's going to be a 4 or 5 weeks course. It's not cheap, and I'm gonna walk you step by step how to find that registered agent, that niche location, how to do your keyword research, how to build your website, not one website, but multiple websites, how to create your social media channels with like Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, for the niche, not just for the general process, but for that niche. And then how to make your marketing videos and how to upload those videos, how to put the proper title and descriptions, and how to create thumbnails. I'm going to cover all of that in this masterclass. So just make sure that there's a link in the description for that masterclass as well. Make sure you check that every couple weeks, because I haven't put anything up besides the page for the masterclass. But I'm starting on the content, and it's going to be several weeks. You know, it's going to be at least a 4-week program where there's going to be a lot to learn, because literally I make my living go to the one location every day. The first place we went to, CSC Lawyers, I go there every day, taking 2, 3, 4, 5 cases at a time. You know, like this is a small claim, so I'm doing this one, but most of the time I go to just one location. That's how I normally make my money. And so, but I'm going to get off here now because we're done for the day. We've done our CSC Lawyers, and we came out here to do this small claims, and we're done. Unless something else comes in, but my answering service handles the processing of that, and so I just get an email when it's time to send an invoice out, and I do it from my cell phone. You know, so I make a living, you know, with my cell phone. So hey, I hope everybody enjoyed this ride along. Hope you learned something, and make sure you like the video.